Hello, everyone. I'm Lesley Johnson, Senior Programmer with Planet in Focus. And joining me today is the team behind the film Biocentrics, co-director Fernanda Heinz Figueiredo, and writer-producer Jorge Saad Jafet. Welcome, Fernanda and Jorge. Thank you for joining me today. And if I mispronounced, I'm so sorry if you guys want to step in there. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. It's perfect, Lesley. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for Planet in Focus. We are very, very happy to be there with you, with Biocentrics. So it's a pleasure and an honor to be part of the festival.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for inviting us. It's really an honor.
Thank you.
And the pronunciation is perfect.
Okay. So I'll begin by asking Fernanda, what interested you the most in the concept of biomimicry, and why did you want to make a film about it?
Well, I think there are many reasons for connecting with biomimicry. And I'll try to only say some about those reasons. The first one, I think, it's the possibility of reconnecting and reconnecting with nature, and having this feeling of that we are part of a big network. No. My first documentary is about the childhood in a small kindergarten, where children learn through play in nature. And in this experience I could be sure, I was able to be sure that we all are born scientists of nature. Every children that has the opportunity to play in nature is a potential biomimic. So I think that if we remember that that capacity we have, that interest, that enchantment to look to nature as a source of knowledge, as a source of health, as a source of creativity, we will become a biomimic, and that is something that can make a huge difference in the way we produce things. So that's my major interest about this theme, about biomimicry, is because of that.
And George, you were a producer, but also a writer on the film. What about you yourself? What interested you in this topic?
I think the interest, me and Fernanda, we are partner in the producing company, and the interest was joint. We became interested at the same time. I think much of the interest and the real connection and the real ethos of that came through Fernanda's desire to do that, and I was there to. I think my whole was to make that happen. Fernanda is really the driver, the engine pushing forward for us to make this happen. But one thing that I would add to Fernanda, not that, but say is that Fernanda talked about the connection. I think that the biomimicry for me was a way to reconnection, to reconnect, we remember our childhood as nature, as true nature scientists, and reconnect to everything. Of course, a lot of things when you become to study biomimicry, a lot of things come to mind, and I used to say when I was defending the project, that everyone had a biomimicry example of its own that it liked, and that it got amazed about. So everyone that I talked about, and people that didn't know about biomimicry at the time. In fact, one of the first places where we went to introduce and to pitch the project was in Toronto, in Canada, and we were talking about to people, and everybody connected through something that that seems so that's how do I say it? It's something that's
Familiar.
it's there, yeah, familiar to everyone. Yes, that's it. So but when we developed the project, what became clear is that was something very smooth, and it was a tool. It was very clear that it is a way to reconnect, for the world to begin to produce things, sustainable things, and think about our relation with nature and with the world in a sustainable fashion. So that's it. It's a way to. So it's a move forward. It's a way for us to try to a solution for most of our problems. So yes, that's something that's.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was quite amazing how transdisciplinary the concept has been applied to. That's quite a revealing part about this film, that it's used in so many different disciplines now, which is very encouraging. What surprised you the most about that?
Yes, I think you brought a very important point. We are, as humanity, we need to find ways to put people from different areas of work and production and knowledge together, to collaborate and to work together to face our major challenges, no? And biomimicry does that in a very perfect way, because it's a way to create solutions together, to see that we are all connected, to put people to collaborate and to talk. We are facing a crisis of care and also of dialogue, no? And so biomimicry does that perfectly. And also, so we created this project not only to make a film, but in order to collaborate with this movement that is growing for regenerating, for changing the way we produce things, no? For creating an environment that is more collaborative and less competitive. And I think that the nature-based solutions are perfect for that. And if we are from Brazil, Brazil has a very important role, no, in this climate crisis. And we wanted also to put light in the potential we have as a country, as a society, because we are in a very important hotspot, no, where biodiversity is amazing. So if we start looking at all the natural to the natural world as a source of so important and knowledge, no, a source of technology and knowledge, it can provoke as a big shift, no, a big change. And I think that the most surprising result of the film for me was the young people. The young people have attached to the film a lot, no? So they came to us. They are coming. They are coming. The young people to us to ask, please bring the film to my school. I want my colleagues. I want my teachers to see this, because it presents, biomimicry presents us a path, a new pathway of hope, no, and we need to have hope. It's so important thing, because we are getting depressed. Some people are getting depressed, thinking that there is no way out of this big crisis, no? But that we need to believe that there are many ways to face it, and one of them is through nature-based solutions and biomimicry.
Just one thing that Fernanda was saying, that this idea that young people, we saw that in the eyes of audiences and people that we talked, young people, the girls and boys seeking for for what they are going to do about college in Brazil. In Brazil, you have to decide just after high school. You have to decide. You have to pitch. I don't know, pitch for a test, and decide what profession are you going to do? What are you going to graduate on in the beginning, just after high school? And it's something that is can be very, very pushing and very depressing. So, and the pressure to decide. And I saw not one, not two times, but young people, teenagers, living from the movie, and saying it seems like a way of career, and it may be in design, it may be in biology, it may be in several things, but attached to that. And in this sense, I think it's interesting to of course see the macro situation, and that it's a way out of the climate crisis, and that reflects on the decision of what a young teenager will do. What am I going to do in this world? And we genuinely saw hope in the eyes of several kids living the movie. It was fascinating for us. It was very interesting. And just to going back, one thing that
not it
yes,
was.
it is.
It is
Yes,
being.
yes, it is being. Yes, right. But going back to the transdisciplinary, one thing that amazed me in the process, and we went to Costa Rica. It's a excerpt in the movie. It's not too long, but when we go to Costa Rica to the biomimicry workshop immersion, people probably remember that, and there is a speech that one of the professors in the workshop talks about. What amazes her is the diversity of people, and so that's transdisciplinary for as a premise, but that also this transdisciplinarity also shows in the process, because one thing that amazed me, and I think has everything to do with transdisciplinarity, is the serendipity. That concept of serendipity, that you begin thinking you are going to have a solution for that, and I aimed on something that, I'm gonna to see how the beetle does that, and I'm gonna do that, and then in the end it's another solution, probably another being. That happens also in the main characters of the movie, the brothers. They begin thinking that the most thing, the thing that we do is the air seeds and the air dispersion, and then what really makes the difference is the bromeliads of Brazil and the way they obtain water. So that's it. It's beautiful, the serendipity, the transdisciplinarity, the serendipity, and the chaos that in the chaos there comes the solution. The solution, it's always amazing. So it's not at all, how can I say, it's not boring at all. The process, it's wonderful also. It's something that, it's very nice. So, as well.
Yeah, it was very nice to see, you know, as you were speaking about, you know, how Brazil is, you know, such a great place to study biomimicry, and plays such a big role. And also the framing the film with the work of Janine Benes, who, you know, she's a former eco hero of Planet in Focus and such a wonderful person. So really following her ideas was so fantastic to kind of meet all of these characters, you know, who play this role in this major transdisciplinary, you know, where we're really seeing, you know, where these ideas are going. So we really loved that about the film. And just wanted to kind of close off by asking you, what are you both most excited about with the use of biomimicry that you can see in the future? Where is the kind of the directions that, you know, you think are really kind of at the cutting edge for the future?
Well, I think that our world is changing so fast, no, and we are so many. We have so many challenges that are, for example, we are now facing a huge crisis of water in the middle of the Amazon. That couldn't have been imagined like last year. I think I would never imagine. Last year, no, because last year, yes, but a few years ago, we couldn't imagine that we would face that in the Amazon. So I think that the possibility of biomimicry being accessed in the schools, no, my main desire is that we are able to teach biomimicry at schools, no, so the young people will have access and will create innovations in young ages, no. That possibility will make us will make possible for us to gain that agility, that capacity, that speed, no, to reinvent in accordance to the present challenges. But I think that the most important and the most important challenge we have now is our relation with water. We need to develop solutions to help the helpers. No, I mean to help the helpers, nature helpers, and also the people that live in the forest, the people, to help the people that are protecting the forests. I think we need to focus in solutions to help them continue to help.
Yeah, just to add to Fernanda, I think that I haven't thought like this in the beginning of the process, but I always thought that we should look for very clear and pragmatic solutions. That this was what was going to make us to have an audience. People would connect to the movie, seeing very specific and probably real technological solutions, such as bionic arms and things mimicking nature's just like an airplane and things like that. So and then Fernanda convinced us in the process. I'm talking about the rest of the crew. There's a co-director and a co-writer, and the people that the most important was the ethos part of biomimicry, which is the connection, the respect, the understanding of the whole process. That was much of Fernanda's whole convincing us, because it's something that for her is very, as she said, because of the first movie, and it's very in her, that, and she convinced us, and I think what we, of course, we must look for solutions for water and all these problems, but when searching for this solution, people get connected with the real ethos of biomimicry, which is what Fernanda is saying, that we must be a good neighbor. If we are not a good neighbor to the ecosystems, we will not survive. There is no species that survive being a bad neighbor, because it is jeopardizing its environment, and it's not, well, it won't survive. It won't be succeeded in the whole of survival. So through the pragmatic solutions, we must, and that's why education in the first step. So it's so important, because it's a principle, it's ethics, and with that, the solutions and for all kinds of crises, hopefully, shall be more near, and people. I think people who doesn't see must see that there is no solution, there's no way out if you are not a good neighbor, and in all senses, in social senses as well. In Brazil, we have probably one of the most unequal societies in the world. In the US, not different, but there's no happiness in that, and that applies also to the ecosystems. There's no happiness in a species that puts garbage in that doesn't contribute in the environment. Deliver water better than you use it, than you found, right? That seems so. When you go through the process of biomimicry, that seems so clear, so evident, so obvious, but it's not in the society. So I think this is that's it. But just to finish I think well, we went through a process of 4 or 5 years in the filming, and not everyone in the crew. The co-director is someone that he says he was not connected with that at all, and that changed his life as well in the process, because he to be optimists, it's something that humans are very resilient, and we change fast. So when you get in touch with that, with the process, it's a change that can be made with agility, I think, I suppose, and I hope, of course.
Yeah.
And yeah, absolutely.
One final thing that I would like to add here is I think the key is collaboration. No, so how can we learn from the ecosystems to change the way we relate to each other and to nature? So I think the major thing I would love to see is this change to collaboration, and that means also a culture of peace. No, so not only the innovations, the sustainable innovations we can develop, but this development of a culture of peace through collaboration, through working together. I think that's the key thing for me.
Absolutely. And really wonderful ideas to share. And I thank you so much for sharing them with me today, and sharing them with our audiences, and for the film. And yeah, just thank you very much on behalf of Planet in Focus.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Hope you have a wonderful festival, and hope we can be in touch to collaborate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great. Thank you, Lesley. Thank you.
Thank you.